Hello. I'm on here to share this very important message. Just because you have never lived the street life, you ain't never been on the street, and you ain't never lived the street life, that don't mean you ain't never did nothing wrong. You don't have to be you don't have to be in the street life to be doing something wrong. You do not have to be in the street life to be doing something wrong. Okay? You do not have to be in the street life to be doing wrong stuff. Okay? A lot of people think because they're not in the street life that they don't live the street life, that they have never done nothing wrong. Come on. Just because you're not in the street life and you're not out there in the streets and doing a bunch of, you know, you don't have to be in the, you do not have to be in the street life to be doing something wrong. You do not have to be in the street life to be doing doing things that are wrong. You could be doing wrong things behind closed doors at your house. Okay? So you do not have to be in the street life to be doing something wrong. Nope. You don't have to be in the street life to be doing wrong things. You don't. A lot of people think that. Oh, I've never been in the street life. I never been on drugs. I never took nothing from nobody. I never did anything like that. You do not have to be in the street life to be doing things that are wrong. You do not have to be in the street life, okay? So that's what I'm on here to share because a lot of people think this because they have never lived that street life that they haven't done nothing wrong. You do not have to be you do not have to be doing you do not have to be doing anything wrong. You do not have to be in the you do not have to be in the street life to be doing things that are wrong. So I'm gonna share this because a lot of people think, oh, I ain't never did drugs before. I've never been on the street. I've never done any of that. Right here, you cuss somebody out. You said something mean to somebody. That's the trap life. That's what the trap life is. That's the trap life. That's what the trap life is. The Bible says that evildoers are trapped by their sinful talk, but the innocent escape trouble. People are doing themselves in with their own mouth every single day. You do not have to be in the street life to be doing stuff that's wrong. Your own mouth can do you in. People get in trouble every day with their own mouth and they're unaware of what they're saying. So I've been set free. I've been set free from talking like that, from sinful talk. Jesus Christ has helped me with my mouth. You don't have to be in the street life. You do not have to be in the street life to be doing stuff that's wrong. Your own mouth can dig you in a hole. The Bible says that evildoers are trapped by their sinful talk. People do themselves in every single day with their own mouth, and they don't even know it. They think it's normal. They think everybody said people cussing people out, and they doing themselves in with their own mouth, and they don't even know it. They allowing the devil to use their mouth. So you do not have to be in the street life. You do not have to be committing crimes out on the street. No, how can you talk about the guy that's committing crimes on the street when you're doing something with your mouth? Your mouth. You could be doing stuff at home behind closed doors. So you do not have to be in the street life to be doing stuff that's wrong. Your own mouth can do you in. Your own mouth. Your attitude. You're no different than the guy out in the street. You think you better than him, but you can't see that your mouth is getting you in trouble. That's the real trap life. It says evildoers are trapped by their sinful talk. Evildoers are trapped by their sinful talk, so the innocent escape trouble. For for the for the sins of the lips run down to evil and male, but the just escape disaster. The Bible talks a lot about people's mouth. People do themselves in every single day with their own lips. Their own lips. They doing themselves in with their own mouth and they don't even know it. You turn on the radio, you listening to those explicit lyrics. You doing yourself in with, as you repeat those lyrics. Yep, you speaking stuff into existence. So you do not have to be in the street life to be doing things that are wrong, doing wrong stuff. You have impure thoughts. So the guy on the streets that may be doing stuff, wrong, what about you? You do not have to be living on the streets doing, you don't have to just because you're not on the streets doing nothing wrong. They don't Just because you're not out there in the streets running the streets doing illegal stuff don't mean you ain't doing nothing wrong. Your mouth. Your mouth. The real trap life is our mouth. Evildoers are trapped by their sinful talk, so the innocent escape trouble. People are doing themselves in with their own lips and they can't understand. They speak in death over themselves. Oh, I'm afraid. She afraid. This not going to happen. No worries, no worries. That's not helping you. And I'm speaking life over whatever I'm going through. Okay? The Bible says the tongue has the power of life. Jesus Christ's words are full of life. His words bring life. But the flesh, the natural nature profits nothing. So you don't have to be in the street life to be doing stuff that's wrong. Your own mouth can do you in. People are digging themselves in a hole every single day with their own mouth and they're unaware of it. So set free from the trap ministry. It's just not about in the streets, it's in the homes too. Think you ain't never did nothing wrong. You done something wrong. You done open up your mouth and cuss somebody out. You done call somebody a name, and then you try to justify it and say it's a figure of speech. It's not no figure of speech. You just blind to God's truth. This right here is a trap. This. You do yourself in with your own lips and then you try to justify it. Sin is sin. Okay? You don't have to be doing no drugs. You don't have to be doing no alcohol. You don't have to be doing none of that. When you open up your mouth and you cuss people out and you call people out their name and stuff, and you try to justify it, evildoers are trapped by their sinful talk. Your sinful talk, your mouth can get you in trouble, but you can't see that. People in our world are blind to God's truth. They can't see their mouth is digging a hole for them. They digging a hole for themselves. So you do not have to be in the street life to be doing wrong stuff. Evildoers are trapped by their sinful talk. It's your mouth. Your mouth is getting you in trouble, but you unaware of what's going on. You can't see that. So the person on drugs, the person that may be running the streets, that may be doing stuff out there in the streets, you're no different from them. How you gonna talk about them? You can't see what's going on with you. You try to justify the words you saying. You try to make it cussing somebody out. You try to make it right, but you doing yourself in with your own lips. That's what set free from the trap ministry is about. Praying that Jesus Christ will deliver people from sinful talk. People are so blind to God's truth, they can't see what they saying is wrong. You don't got to be in the street life to be doing nothing wrong. You don't got to be on no drugs. You don't got to be running the streets. Your own mouth can do you in. Peace out.